And thank you for joining us for another epic episode of the Wicked Edition. I'm your host, Dr. Kingori. Hii wiki maziata sijui tuanzie wapi. So much mbwe for a week. The tickets for the presidential candidates are complete. Upande wa Kenya Kwanza, DP Ruto has chosen Mathira MP Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate. Upande wa Azimio, Baba has chosen Martha Karua. Haters wanasema ati Azimio ni baba, mama na kamwana. Hey, manze. Alafu, the deadline for choosing the running mate for the presidential candidate was Monday this week. All candidates are set. And as much as Baba's choice has been celebrated in some circles as a pro-women choice, he's not the only candidate who chose a woman for a running mate. Ruben Kigame has chosen Irene Ngendo, and Professor Wajakoya, who must really be counting on high voters turnout. Professor Wajakoya has also chosen a woman as his running mate. And one of the agendas of the team Wajakoya is the legalization of weed. And here's one of the reasons as explained by the running mate.
Tunataka ile ya CBD, the economic value, ile itakuwa raw materials hata kutengeneza brake pads, fiber ya gari. There are so many value, there's so much value in this. Can we be open-minded as Kenyans? Na tutaki kuvuta mshavuta. Hiyo hatukatai.
Do you use bangi yourself?
I've never smoked bangi, and what I'll smoke will be CBD. Hiyo siku ya inauguration tutavota hiyo CBD kidogo ya ku-exercise mashetani ya corruption, colonialism ile imebaki. Hiyo ndio tutafanya, lakini mimi sijawahi vuta.
Unajua yani the moment na ile conviction alikuwa nayo akisema kuvuta mshavuta, maze I found it so hard to argue with that point. Mtu akikwambia Mkenya amevuta bangi, maze saa zingine ni ngumu kututetea hata kama hakuna kitu mtu amevuta.
Allow me just 2 minutes to make a few remarks. Just 2 minutes to make a few remarks.
Ni nini ingine inaweza patia hasla hiyo confidence ya kukua dynasty mpaka unataka bishop anyamaze uongee? Na zile vitu wa Kenya tumeona tangu bei ya maziwa ipande. And this is just a tip of the iceberg, manze. We can never run out of examples in this context.
My dowry is 2 million. Na mtu azijaribu kuletea ngombe. Staki ngombe inaletwa ati nasukuma SG. No. Mimi ni 2 million and that's it.
Hiyo si bangi. Anyway, when asked whether she smokes weed, Wajakoya's running mate, Justina Wangoi, said she has never smoked, but they will smoke on the inauguration. Acha nikuambie, najua Kenya wanakaa kama wamevuta bangi, but haters vile walisema hivyo ati lazima washinde ndio wavute bangi, kuna ma haters wamesema at least wanajua wale watu hawatavuta bangi maisha yao yote. Now, that said, tuseme, who am I? May the team with the best interest for Kenyans win. Now, campaigns have heated, and this week, Kenyans saw Baba akirudisha bahati kwa gospel.
Matthew!
Kama jina yako imetajwa ukai chini.
Manze, Baba aliita bahati Matthew. And in our usual nature of politicizing everything as Kenyans, haters wamesema that was the second time in a week that Baba amesahau mtu wa Ukambani. And Bahati did not have a problem na kuitwa Matthew. It's a Bible name, and this could be interpreted to mean ako in good books na Azimio. In fact, Bahati made light of the issue because when Baba decides to call people names.
Yeye nani huyo? Hiyo ni Burukenge.
Maze, katika kutoa Burukenge, Matthew is okay. Hata angeita Bahati Jehoshaphat, still okay. Now, I'm still stuck at the moment. Baba looked Bahati in the eye. Ule msee walikuwa na ngoma naye, msee wamefanya naye kolabo. I can only imagine what was going through Bahati's mind before Baba amfikie.
I am also in Azimio.
Lakini Baba ni nani? He said what he said.
Matthew.
Now, in other news, DP Ruto's running mate, Rigathi Gachagua, also made news after a pact he made with a friend 18 years ago became public.
Kuja tu. Mudu wako ndio. Unaenda goli. Eh? Nataka demo nanga. Okay. Anasema ni mpange mapema, kuna bahari anaenda. Ni sawa. Ni sawa. Wajana ni rafiki yangu anaitwa Mchangi. Tuliagana na yeye 18 years ago. Tukionana ninampatia giri moja. Sasa ameniambia amengoja kutoka saa 4 na kuna bahari anataka kwenda. Ameshindwa kugojea. Na ni sawa, si ni sawa?
This was a deal made 18 years ago. Mahali popote atamuona, huu Mshangi akiona Rigathi, anampea thao. Show me a better definition ya kuonwa za macho. But looking at how Mshangi is dressed, in 18 years, you can already guess Mshangi ameona Rigathi mara ngapi. Mi hata ukiniuliza inaweza kuwa hii ndio mara ya kwanza ameona Rigathi since hizo 18 years ipite. Mshangi had only one job, kuona Rigathi. Can you imagine that? This guy should be a millionaire by now. Mimi kunza hii ni moto bana. Rigathi alipromise jamaa 18 years ago that mali popote utaniona na kupiga mti. But then na ukiangalia Mshangi vizuri and how confidently he approached Mheshimiwa Rigathi has kept his promise. But then again, I think Mshangi is a victim of impatience. Kama aliambiwa ngoje thao na akona haraka hivyo. Kwanza alikuwa na haraka ya kwenda wapi? Lapu pate alikuwa anaenda rally ya Azimio. Sema lakini pia all Kenyans have something to learn from Mshangi. When you see a politician na promise kitu, ni hapo. Ulisema utajenga barabara, mwaga mchanga. Si pia tuko na shughuli zingine za kufanya. That said, we have a special show for you, Msee. I came across a Kenyan lady arguably educating the whole social media space, especially TikTok.
Women, do not give birth in 2022 if you do not feel called to do it. I'm going to tell you guys something that I feel like most of you that are pro-lifers are going to hate me for, but either way, it needs to be said, so I apologize in advance. History repeats itself, and I repeat, history repeats itself. Only give birth in 2022 if your maternal instincts are in total alignment with that pregnancy. So why am I saying this? 2022 is a very spiritual year. Humanity is being put to test to see if we'll repeat the same mistakes we've made in the past that had the world descending into chaos. 2022 is the year that peaks the return of Christ consciousness, and therefore the forces of opposition are also coming in just as strong. 2022 is the year that our vibrations split into extremes, that is extreme peace and extreme chaos, and the children that are being born this year are also coming into these two extremes. Souls like those of King Leopold of Belgium, Adolf Hitler, Julius Caesar, etc. are in line to reincarnate as the opposing forces to the extremely talented heroes that should be born in 2022. Now, women are the portals to all these lives, be it negative or positive, meaning women are the literal watchmen at the gate, giving permission to every soul that wants to come into this dimension.
Na hiyo si bangi. No. In other words, abstain. Very heavy topics in record time. She comes across as a very informed person, and we set out kumtafuta for a topic yenye inahitaji mtu amechanuka hiyo design. What's the market value of a human being, man or woman? Hii kitu kila mtu anaambia nanga ati Msee naingia soko, Msee what's your value, hata kama ni kwa relationship. Our learned friend Vivian Tabu aka Swiri Nyar Kano is in the house. Manze, asante sana. Alafu maze, such a conversation would not be complete without representation ya gentlemen. Pia, who better than our president, resident, sorry, acha niseme president, our resident expert on such affairs, mtu wetu number one, the go-to mnampenda sana, self-proclaimed chairman wa team Mafisi, Jaymo ule Msee is in the house. Manze, hii hata nyinyi mshajua, hii ni moto sana. So please join us on the other end of this short commercial break. See you guys in a bit. Manze, asante sana. Thank you very much for joining us and welcome back to the weekend edition. I'm your host, Dr. Kingori. Show ya leo ni nzito sana. This is again, vile mimi usema, one of the episodes I'm very excited to have. Na one of our guests is a resident wetu, chairman wa Good Vibes, Jaymo ule Msee is in the house. He was running for president. I don't know how that went. Kujua kama ni budget, but sidhani ni story ya float, si ndio? Sidhani ni story ya float.
Roots Party.
Roots, oh, uliingia Roots Party?
Yeah.
Oh, umesimama na banki. Aya, sawa, basi alafu our other guest ni dem moja, very good vibes. I wish I had discovered her. Okay, see at discovered in that sense. I wish ningekuwa nimekutana na content yake mapema cause tungekuwa tushamleta kwa show mara kadhaa. She's very akona opinions nzito sana na akona content pia deep. Niliingia kwa account yake nikafeel ni kama kumbe ni kama kuna kitu sijui ama labda ni bangi. Unajua pia kuna justifications ya vitu mob. Vivian Nyar Kano is in the house. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much for having me.
Karibu sana. Acha tuanze tu na mgeni.
Okay.
Our main topic, of course, we have so much to discuss, but our main topic on the show is the standards people set for each other.
Yeah.
Like as a woman, before you hit the so-called market, what is your opinion of what that would mean?
What hitting the market would mean?
Yes. You're ready for the market.
Yeah. Personally, to me, as a person, in my opinion, the stage where you reach, where you should consider yourself that now I'm ready to have somebody else, now I'm ready for my divine masculine, should be when you've already done the work. You've already done your own internal work. So much that when you're looking for this person, then you're going to meet somebody you're going to share yourself with, you're going to share happiness with, instead of looking for people to give you happiness. Find your own happiness, find your own peace, find your own finances, and then look for somebody else who you can come together with to grow.
Okay.
Yeah, so to me, being ready for the market is when I've already faced my own shadows, fought my own fears, and found myself before I find my own divine masculine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in short, kwa jina ya kiroho ya Bwana ni divine masculine.
Yes. We have the divine feminine and we have the divine masculine.
Is that
the male? Yeah. The men are the representation. They are the fragments of the divine masculine. For life to come into being, there must be two things, wisdom and understanding. Wisdom cannot exist on its own without understanding. The male is the wisdom, the woman is the understanding.
So
the divine feminine and the divine masculine cannot exist apart if they want to birth something into this world. So I usually refer to men as the divine masculine and women as the divine feminine.
Kuna wisdom na understanding.
Yes.
What is the space for the foolish person?
Now when we get to like the foolish person, that is when you work on yourself. The world is about expansion. Everybody comes here to expand.
Okay.
Nobody is born knowing everything. We all learn. We come here to experience the universe through our own individual eyes.
Okay.
So that is where the fool is.
So there is no wisdom on that other side. That's the balance is.
Yeah.
You need understanding, no wisdom.
So wisdom haiwezi exist on its own without understanding, and understanding cannot come into being without wisdom. They usually say that the man was created first, sindio?
Yes.
It comes from that. It comes from something coming from the source. Anything
Yes.
that you want to manifest into this physical reality, it must come from the source. When it comes from the source, it comes as wisdom. That is when the male is created first. And then this wisdom has to be translated into understanding for it to even exist in this realm.
For you to explain that many times, prove your point yako, there is no understanding on this side. And now we turn to the chairman of sampling. Chairman, hii upande yetu, how does a man prepare for the market? And how do you know you are ripe now to be?
Unajua shida ya watu wengi ni ati wanaingianga soko kama wajaiva.
Yes.
So
gani ya vile unakaa?
Unaona kama ungekuwa unauza maembe.
Yes.
Ukienda kuuza maembe kwa soko, unaendanga na zile zimeiva, zile zimeiva kidogo, but uenangi na zile mbichi.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. As a man, if you go to the field of searching or looking and you have no enough information or you don't have hauwezi integrate issues vile unaenda kupambana na dunia. Of course, that's why we fail so many times. That's why unasikia mtu amekuwa kwa relationship, they never last 6 months, 3 months, nini hivyo hivyo. Unanielewa? And that's why unapata tena mara zingine pia tunaumia sana. So it's a great danger, just supporting her point like we never knew. Unajua wengine wetu hata tuliingia kwa soko by accident. Unapatana na mtu anakuambia niko na dem, pia wewe unaenda kutafuta dem. And you are not even ready. You understand? Peer pressure, vitu mingi. So it's, but I would say there is no perfect time of getting into the market.
There is no perfect time of getting into the market.
Yes, you can start.
So kuiva ni nini basi?
No, unaweza anza. You see the problem is unataka kuingia kwa soko kubwa na unafaa kuwa kwa ndonyo. Unajua ndonyo?
So what this nikitoa huko kwa hiyo lugha yenu niseme unataka kuingia kwa klasi yenye si yako.
Yes, unataka kuweka, you want to go and sell hawk your products at Kafu. Yetu unafaa kuwa unauza mahali fulani pale kwa kibanda yako. So you must, for me, is starting small. Because you gather a lot of experience as you go up. Because
in your formula inamaanisha there is no set one person for one person. Because ukiwa kwa kibanda yako utagrow na hii kibanda yako.
No, yes, but you can open a wholesale. Unaweza fungua supermarkets wengine. After that, you can own a chain of supermarkets.
Yes.
Unanielewa kenye nasema?
Do you agree? Nakuelewa.
I'm getting what you're saying.
Yes.
But now wacha nikuulize swali. Hivi venye unasema ati ukifika point sasa uko na wholesale, uko na ushafungua hadi different supermarkets. So are you speaking in terms of like polygamy for men?
No, I'm not talking about polygamy.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about experience.
Kuna story fulani I was debating with my friend, one of my personal philosopher, aitwa Hari. Kwa anasema marrying down na marrying up. Tichali akimarry dem from a higher social class, that relationship will never work, as in will never be smooth, because by design it's not meant to work. But the reverse is meant to work. How true is that?
I think it depends. Well, Charlie akimarried them from a higher social standard.
Yes.
Now, the reason why people are even saying that would not work is tena when we go back to fragile masculinity. If a man feels like their masculinity is threatened, because when I kama dem ndi anatoka higher, meaning they are the rich ones, you know, meaning she's the one who was raised in abundance and the guy was raised in survival. There are so many you know, when these two come together, even hata kama ni reversed, sasa dem ndi ametoka survival. The reason why dem akitoka survival inawaka vizuri ni because already anakuja na femininity, and dunia imetuambia saizi patriarchy ati masculinity ikiwa gangari, man being the head of the house, now the woman to submit is easier. But then men don't believe that women who are rich cannot submit to them, and it is not true. It is not true. Women who are from high social standard can still submit to men who are not from high social standards. It all depends on hizi pesa zikitolewa nyinyi ni akina nani.
Jaymo, do you agree na hiyo story? How does social status affect relationship ya watu?
The person who determines whether it will work, whether irrespective of the social status is the man. Wewe uliingiaje kukatia odem? Unanielewa? Juu hata hizo kukaliwa, kuprovidiwa na nini, ni wewe umedetermine. Ile entry point wewe uliingiaje? Kama uliingia na mauongo ama pia ulikuwa na interest, unaangalia hiyo do yao. Si odem pia anajua. If you have another interest in a relationship, the other person always know. You can even beat someone who you know you are with them because they want your money, but umeamua weka tu hapo. I like enjoying my money with you.
As in that's
yes, you must always, mi hukwambia lazima ujue interest ya mtu mwingine kuwa na wewe ni nini. Kama hujafigure out hiyo kitu, don't proceed with whatever serious plans you have.
Lazima ujue.
Yes, na si ati umuulize ati wewe unakuanga na mimi juu ya nini. That's now hiyo ni ufala sasa. That's what I'm saying. Ni wewe mwenyewe ujue. So what really motivates this person to be with me?
Yeah.
How do you know? Na umesikia sisi ni wa direct, pande ingine ni 15%.
Hiyo direct unajua okay na ukatia dem, si unakuanga na interest. Sasa ukiona dem poa hapa utajua udem naweza taka story fulani na yeye. Hiyo story ni nini unataka? Na yeye pia ukimrushia ndoano ndio ishike, pia anakuanga na interest. Unajua hivyo? That's why she accepts to your twende out tufanye nini, tufanye hivi. Because pia anaona huyu mtu pia anaweza fulfill interest yangu. Hiyo interest ndio unafaa kujua ni gani.
So basi relationship ni politics tu, kama kila mtu anaingianga na agenda.
It has an agenda.
But that is
it has an agenda.
That is the reason why we have all the discomfort and resistance in relationship, because kila mtu anaingianga kama kadi zake ameweka pale nyuma, hataki kushow. But relationships would be very easy kama kila mtu tu anasema, you know what?
Yeah.
Hii ndio maana kuna watu wenye wanapendana bure. They love each other for free. Hakuna reason, like maybe I love your personality, I just want to be with you because I feel safe around you.
But that's an interest too.
Yeah, that's also an interest
that
should be put forward. Kila mtu ajue tu ati hii ndio maana this is what is happening.
Mtu yako mnakuanga na yeye kwa nini? You are in a lot of problems will follow you.
But inamaanisha hiyo kitu ikiisha ni hivyo.
Yes, that's why mnaweza kaa na mtu, si ati watu uboeka. Ni mtu anakaa anaona ile interest nilikuwa nayo hapa zero.
It's no longer being served.
Yes. Unajitoa. Hata unaambia mtu imei. But if the interests are being served, watu bado wanakaanga pamoja.
Sawa. So tuseme tumejibu hiyo swali yetu ya market value, ni hiyo kitu yenye wewe upendewa.
Yeah.
The longer unaweza maintain ama for the duration unaweza maintain, hapo ni wewe.
Why do men invest? Unaona chalia ameona dempoa, anaona maybe anafikiria hapa nitatumia do, nitapeleka udem sijui Mombasa, sijui tuende holiday wapi. Anawekelea hiyo do juu ya nini? Interest yake. Si ni ukweli? You understand? Yeah. And when we as men, when we don't figure out your interests na spend ama nawekelea hizo resources, is it worth? Because once you achieve it, is it an interest that you want to see hiyo maisha yako yote? That's why unaona mtu anatumia do, akishapata Kenya anapata, naambia mtu by the way, tutakuwa sasa niko busy, hatuwezi onana sana. I am busy, job nasumbuliwa na nini, because the interest was met and someone ako sawa.
Thank you. So does that mean he had to get ni mademu wanakuanga wana revise interest?
Kwanza history ya hard to get, kwanza unajua hard to get, it comes with a lot of definitions. Hard to get, sometimes I have friends wenye wanakuja, mtu anasema ati I want to play hard to get kidogo, nione kama anaweza ni pursue more. Most of the time it's just games that people play, and sometimes it's not, sometimes a woman just doesn't want a guy, but a guy is thinking that ana play hard to get. And then there are sometimes them anataka the guy for real though, but then anasema tu let me just kaa kidogo nione how much ata push, meaning you're baiting that person's emotions. you want to see how far they can go. And these are some of the toxic things that starts in relationships, and then they grow to become so big later on that inasambaratisha the whole relationship. But when you guys start just being honest, watu wanafaa tu kukuwa honest with each other. And I know sometimes it's hard to be honest because una look out for yourself. You're looking out for yourself. So this is the reason why it takes me back to the way we started this conversation. Kila mtu tu akue whole. Kila mtu tu work on themselves without attachments to other people. And then when you are whole, then now you can settle. Because when you are whole, you can provide everything for yourself. So you won't really need other people. You won't go around using other people for your own interests.
Jaymo ni chairman wa Facebook. Tafuta tu Jaymo ule Msee. Content yake iko pale. He was the first content. I can arguably say that's arguable, but mimi naweza sema hivyo authoritatively. He was the first content creator ku capitalize on Facebook kabisa. Probably one of the most active Facebook pages. Tafuta Jaymo ule Msee. Other social media pia ako. Maybe unaweza kuwa kama mimi pia ukienda kwa TikTok ya Nyar Kano. Very many viral videos, very many good vibes hapo. I checked some of the things she said, naenda na Google, naenda napata, some sources correspond. Though you are yaki niliona he descended from the Masai, but something close. Labda mimi history yangu ilifikia hapo kwa wa Masai. Go check out Nyar Kano. NYAR Kano. Ukisearch tu hivyo jina yake hata ina suggest. Go check out her content. I believe mtatupatia even more reasons to bring them back again. Wameweza ama hawajaweza? Before to end, our next episode, we have arguably one of the most educated police officers in this country. He is he's the public information officer kwa office of the Deputy of Inspector General. Msee, he's a certified public accountant. He's an author. Ameandika book interesting sana na pia anajua mambo ya history na ni karao. Tunamleta tujue hizo mavitu za wase wakienda kwa police station. Mtu anaibiwa simu, unakosa kwenda kuriport ati imeenda, unaachia wezi, alafu kidogo simu yako imepatikana. Kwanza kuna watu wanajuanga hii ni ya wezi wa Nairobi watakujia siku yao. Ile siku yenye simu yako ama kitu yote imepota, most of the things what we ignore na ni very very important. We thought ama tuli reach out to the National Police Service tukaambia tupatie mtu, and they chose one of their best akuja vibe na sisi. Mimi ningekuwa siwezi hata hiyo episode for anything, but that's for next week. Otherwise, that's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.